Hey, welcome back to Ramblings of an Old Broad. It's Friday. I have makeup on, and it looks really like I have it on dark in this light, but outside it didn't look this dark. Strange how lighting changes everything. Kind of like people try to use words to change everything. So, watch Mr. Global because he is much better at this than I am. But yeah, the orange one fired someone today because he didn't like her numbers. But they weren't her numbers. They were this country's numbers. Numbers on unemployment, numbers on the economy. And even though he's going to lie about all that as he's been doing, but now he'll have somebody in there that'll lie with him. He can't do a couple of things, though. He has nothing he can do about the stock market, which went down because of tariffs and all the other things. You know, I have to admit that before 2016, I wasn't even into politics that much. And I stood kind of back in 2016. I wasn't a Trump supporter. I voted for the Democrat, but I saw where so many people that I had been friends with had voted for him. And I guess I just didn't want to rock the boat. I think the boat was sinking way back then. But anyway, I didn't put a lot, I don't know that I put anything about politics. After the election was over, it was over. I didn't like what was going on, but it was over. This time is different. This time, I started warning people before the election. I started putting things on Facebook, and my MAGA friends would get on there and say, "Where are you getting this information?" Smart people. Hello? Smart people. Where are you getting this information? Well, for one day, I wasn't watching Fox News. And what I was putting on there was the truth. And the more it went, after he was elected, the more I realized I couldn't be quiet anymore. I couldn't care what anyone thought anymore. I couldn't care if I hurt someone's feelings or made them feel less than. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I realized that my thoughts mattered, but more importantly, I was speaking the truth. The truth. Not something made up by Fox, not something made up by CNN or any other media. I was watching people with integrity that broke down everything we were hearing. In true reporter fashion. They weren't biased, because we know Fox was in the orange one's pocket even back then. It has been forever. And there are people that just watch that one station. So I thought, they don't even know the truth. But then I began to realize they didn't want to know the truth. They didn't want to know the truth. They didn't want to know that he was a pedophile. They didn't want to know that he lies. They didn't want to know that he has no regard for women whatsoever. They didn't want to know any of that. Lie upon lie upon lie, and he was caught in them, and they still made excuses. They still followed him. So I finally had to clean house. A few of my MAGA friends kind of just stood back on their own. They don't put anything on social media for me to see or anything like that. But a few of them would question me. And it became evident that no matter what I said, they were only going to go by their truth. So I had no choice. Then it became evident that I have no respect for these people. Look at the position they put us in. Look at the position they put us in because this man conned them. He conned them. And they refuse time and time again. Oh no, he doesn't have 34 felonies. That was all put up. 23 women testified against him. He took boxes upon boxes of documents home with him. He showed those documents at the country club. We don't even know that he didn't show the documents to his Russian friend. His little Russian friend. His little Russian friend who's used him and now throwing him aside. Yeah. Maybe Putin is smarter than MAGA. I've sit here in this whole time and talked about this mess. This mess we're in and why. Why we're in this mess. We're in this mess because people could not differentiate between truth and a lie. Over and over and over again. There's a lot more to talk about. But I've rambled on enough tonight. So I'm looking forward to a great weekend. I hope you are too. And I'm sure I'll be back to complain about something. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.